Good morning, children. I hope everything is fine with you. And I hope you're enjoying the online classes too. Today, let's move on to the second chapter from the book An Alien Hand, which is a supplementary reader. The name of the chapter is Bringing Up Kari by Dhan Gopal Mukherjee. It's taken from Kari the Elephant. Now here are some word meanings. The first one is tiptoe. That means on the tips of toes. Second one is ebony. Ebony means a hard black wood. Next one is luscious. Luscious means tasty and sweet smelling. The next one is trumpet. Trumpet is the sound of an elephant. The next word is squeal. Squeal means cry, a trumpeter. The next one is mutilated. Mutilated means torn awkwardly or disfigured. The next word is hatchet. Hatchet is a small axe. Then sneak in. Sneak in means come in quietly. The next word is whipped. Whipped means to beat. And the last word here is strewn. Strewn means spread all around. Now the outline of the story. This story, which is written by Dhan Gopal Mukherjee, is about a 9-year-old boy and 5-month-old baby elephant named Kari. Both of them were great friends and they grew up together. And one day, Kari saved a boy from drowning. Kari, like a baby, was full of mischief. And once he got an opportunity to taste some bananas. Since then, he was greedy for bananas and did everything to steal them. This made the narrator very annoyed and scolded Kari for his mischief. The narrator, who is Kari's friend, took all efforts to train Kari to walk and sit down. And the most difficult and important thing was to teach Kari the master call. And master call is a strange rising sound which can help the master find his way home if one is lost in the jungle. And it took 5 years for Kari to learn it properly. And now the story in brief. As you saw, Kari was an elephant. And he was 5 months old when he came to the author, who's the narrator, and his great friend. Kari lived in a pavilion under a thatched roof which rested on thick tree stumps. And whenever Kari bumped against these poles as he moved about the enclosure, it did not actually give way. It was because it was made of thick tree stumps. Kari very much enjoyed his morning bath in the river. As he lay down on the sand bank while the narrator rubbed him with clean sand for an hour. After that, he would lie in water for a long time. And when he finally came out, he would squeal with pleasure. After his bath, the author would leave him in the edge of the jungle. He would himself go into the forest to get some twigs for the elephant's dinner. And it took him a long time as he first sharpened his hatchet for almost half an hour. Then he climbed trees to get the most delicate and tender twigs, which was very luscious. Hence, doing all this naturally required a lot of time for the narrator. Even though Kari and the author were good friends, Kari once pushed him into the stream. It was actually to save the life of a boy whom he saw lying in the bottom of the river. He dived and pulled up the body of the drowning boy. Kari did not know that his master was not good at swimming. He could not pull the boy ashore, and the current began to drag him down again. Seeing that, Kari rushed into the water, and the author caught hold of his trunk. He pulled both the boy and his friend ashore. Normally, Kari did all sorts of mischief like a baby. Once, he actually got an opportunity to taste bananas, and he liked it. From that day onwards, he began to steal bananas. Kari had actually seen plates full of bananas kept on the table in the dining room. Kari would very cleverly put his trunk inside through the window and took them all. He would then quietly go to his pavilion to eat them in peace without being noticed. Nobody had seen Kari stealing the bananas. So the narrator's parents blamed the servants first for stealing the bananas. Later, the blame was put on the narrator himself, which made him very sad. And then finally one day he caught Kari stealing the bananas and scolded him. Kari understood like a baby and did not steal again. Like babies, he was a quick learner too. Kari learned the instructions like Mali and Dhat. Kari learned Mali after 3 lessons, but it took him 3 weeks to learn Dhat. Dhat was the command to sit, while Mali was a command to walk. These commands were taught to him just as one teaches a child. The teaching of a master call was the most difficult thing. An elephant generally takes 5 years to learn it, yet it is the most important signal for an elephant to learn. It is so because it helps an elephant to save his master's life. Sometimes they are lost in the jungle and there is no way out. A master call is a kind of strange, hissing, howling sound as if a snake and a tiger were fighting each other. This has to be made in the elephant's ear. A trained elephant understands it and at once pulls out the tree in front of him. This frightens all the animals away. Even the tiger is frightened. The elephant goes on pulling down the trees one after the other. Thus a path is made out of the forest. This story, bringing up Kari, tells us how animals can also be a great loving friends. They can even be brave as well as sensible than humans in many unexpected situations. Now let's try to answer the questions that is given behind the text. The first question is, the enclosure in which Kari lived had a thatched roof that lay on thick tree stumps. Examine the illustration of Kari's pavilion on page 8 and say why it was built that way. And the answer is, pavilion was built on a thick tree stump so that it did not fall when Kari bumped against its poles. Second question. Did Kari enjoy his morning bath in the river? Give a reason for your answer. So did he enjoy? Yes, Kari enjoyed his morning bath in the river as he lay down on the sandbank while the narrator rubbed him with clean sand for an hour. After that, he would lie in water for a long time. On coming out, he would squeal with pleasure. Finding good twigs for Kari took a long time. Why? It took such a long time to find twigs for Kari because if a twig is mutilated, Kari would not touch it. Narrator has to climb all kind of trees to get most delicious, tender and luscious twigs. The fourth question, why did Kari push his friend into the stream? The answer is, Kari pushed his friend into the stream to save the boy he had seen lying flat on the bottom of the river. Kari had tried to save the boy, but he had not been successful. So he wanted his friend to pull the boy out. The fifth question, Kari was like a baby. What are the main points of comparison? The answer is, Kari had to be trained like a baby to be good. Like a child, he played pranks and stole all the bananas kept in a plate on the dining table. He did a lot of mischief. Sixth question. Kari helped himself to all the bananas in the house without anyone noticing it. How did he do it? Answer. Kari was a cunning baby elephant. Once when he tasted ripe bananas, he developed a taste for it. He had seen bananas on the dining table. Very cleverly, he put his trunk, which appeared like a black snake, inside and took away all the fruits. Seventh question. Kari learned the commands to sit and to walk. What were the instructions for each command? Answer. Kari was taught instructions to sit down, to walk, go slow, etc. For sitting down, instruction given was Tat, and then Kari was pulled by the ear. For walking, instruction given was Mali, and his trunk was pulled forward. Eighth question, what is the master call? Why is it the most important signal for an elephant to learn? The answer is, master call is a kind of strange hissing, howling sound, as if a snake and a tiger were fighting each other. This has to be made in an elephant's ear. This call makes elephant pull down the trees to frighten away animals and take you right to your house. With this, we come to the end of our chapter. I hope you have understood it. If there is any doubt, you can ask. Please clear all the doubts that you have. Thank you.